Kind of time. happened in a while. That's the one. All right, Shalom, Israel. We're the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And I'm Captain of 10,000, the Gargoyle. And we got my main man, Officer of 500, Aban Azor, in the building. And we got my scientist, you understand, Officer of 50, Cabal Qatar. You understand? In the class for tonight, for tonight's law class. All right. And if anybody has any questions on Facebook, type them in and be patient. We'll get with you. We'll answer your questions. If you want to text any questions, you can text them to 314-696-8288. And let me see. We got the line set up. I guess that's too wild. Questions. We're gonna start off with any questions. Any brothers got any questions? I got two questions on in a text from two sisters. We got again, the number if you want to text your question. If you don't want to be live, you understand? You can actually text your question and I'll answer it at 314-696-8288. Alright. Alright, any questions? Any questions in the room? Alright, no sweat. The first one is a meme somebody put on Facebook. Israel, you gotta watch the memes, man. What is it? The memes don't mean a thing, okay? No, but seriously, you gotta watch what you take in, because
right.
A lot of these people really don't know what they're talking about. But there's a picture here. You understand? A male and a female. And then it says, God killed Onan for pulling out and ejaculating on the ground instead of impregnating his brother's widow. So, give me the scripture on that. Give me Genesis 38. And, what is it, 8?
Kind of got, sir.
8 through 10. And then it says, God is against withdrawal method. Let me tell you who is against withdrawal method. Me. You understand?
That's right.
I'm against withdrawal method.
Damn right.
Okay? Now, God ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
You understand? People are silly. They just make up anything, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the truth. They don't know the Bible. They actually love what we do, but just scared to get in here and get down because they cannot stop smoking weed.
Right.
They can't stop sleeping with whores. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where they ain't using no withdrawal method on them whores. Or no condoms. Or anything else. You understand? They can't not celebrate Mother's Day. You gotta celebrate. It's your mother. It's Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Gotta celebrate Mother's Day. They gotta celebrate Christmas for the kids. Like I said, they love what we do, but just are afraid to come in here because they know they can't smoke weed in here. Because we're going to find out if you smoke. The scripture says, "What's done in the dark shall come to the light." Now you can make it come to the light as hard as you want. You know what I'm saying? It can be just as soft and just as hard. If you had any sense, you would do what the scripture says. It says confession is good for the soul. If you have something you're struggling with, you understand, some sort of addiction or whatever, some sort of sin, then come and confess that thing. Confess that so we can cast those demons off you. Versus you sitting there and sinning against the Most High. But that's what they do on the outside, looking at it. They don't want to come get fixed. They want to get blowed. You understand? They want to get high. You know? They want to celebrate Thanksgiving. It's the same old dry ass turkey and dressing. Same old hard ass macaroni and cheese. People swear up and down they know how to cook, especially on that day. And they invite everybody over to eat their nasty food. That's why your meals don't go right.
Right.
Because you're sinning against the Most High. You understand? But let's get the story. Read me a couple of scriptures on that real quick, and then I'm going to give you another.
Kind, sir. The book of Genesis, chapter 38, verse 8. And Judah said unto Onan, Go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her.
So what that's talking about, go in unto and marry her, is talking about having sex. You go and you come, go in unto that woman. It's talking about getting busy. Come on.
Salakia, sir, I didn't see where it said a vow, a covenant, a ceremony, a celebration. I didn't see any of that. I just seen it said to go in unto her and marry her. Yeah. Like that would imply that if he had sex with her, that would be marriage, sir.
That's right.
That's what's in the scriptures.
Kind, sir.
All the way through it. It don't say go to City Hall. It don't say call your pastor and do it at the church or in the backyard, and they do that too.
A
preacher come in your backyard. It don't say none of that. Sex is marriage according to the Bible. And that's what he's talking about. That's what Judah is telling Onan to do, is go have sex with your brother's wife, and so that everyone will know the context. His brother is dead.
Right.
You understand? The man is dead and gone. All right, keep reading.
Sir. And raise up seed to thy brother.
And do what?
Raise up seed to thy brother.
Raise up seed to thy brother. You understand? Meaning that this is what happened. This man died, right? And he didn't have any children, right? You know that's every man's dream, is to have children, especially a son, so that name could carry on. You understand? So that family name could carry on. Okay? Keep reading.
Verse 9. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his, and it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground.
Now, when it says that he knew, read it again, that the seed should not be his, read it again. Read that part.
And Onan knew that the seed should not be his.
Now, what does this part mean? What does it mean when it says that Onan knew that the seed should not be his? Come on with it.
That if he had a son with him, it wouldn't be, for our culture, it wouldn't be Onan's son, it would be his brother's son.
No.
Okay.
No. Anybody else want to give it a shot? He knew, what is that again? He knew that the seed should not be his?
Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry.
Read it again.
And Onan knew that the seed should not be his.
Onan knew that the seed should not be his. What this is talking about is, this is his thinking. That's what that is. By him saying that I know the seed should not be mine, he's saying like Michael Jackson, the kid is not my son. You understand? I should not sleep with this woman. I should not have a baby with this woman. And that's what Onan is thinking to himself. right? Not as if something is wrong, but this is Onan's thought. He like, man, I ain't having no baby with her. That's kind of like how it is. Man, I ain't finna get with her. You know, you ever heard somebody say that? For some whatever reason. Yeah, you done heard that before. Man, I ain't fooling with that broad. She crazy. You understand? That's what Onan is saying. Not she crazy, but Onan is saying, I ain't messing with her. Keep reading. Finish that up right after that.
And it came to pass when he went in unto his brother's wife that he spilled it on the ground.
And what did the meme say? The withdrawal method? That's what Onan did. You understand? He turned around and he went on and had sex with her, but he ended up spilling it on the ground. What could he have possibly spilled on the ground? Oh, don't everybody get quiet now. You understand? Right. What did he spill on the ground? Somebody answer the question.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Semen.
His semen, absolutely. He spilled he pulled out. You know, T-Pain got a song. He said that he do it on your stomach. You know, he pulls it out and do it on your stomach. The same way Onan did. You understand? Onan turned around, pulled out, used the withdrawal method, and spilled it on the ground. Keep reading.
Lest that he should give seed to his brother.
So he like, man, I'm not finna have no baby by my brother's woman. Dead or not. That's what Onan was saying. Keep going.
Verse 10. And the thing which he did displeased Yahweh.
The thing that he did displeased the Lord. Okay, and this is going to get to the sister's question. Go ahead.
Wherefore he slew him also.
The Lord did what to him?
He slew him also.
Okay, so the question was, why did God kill Onan? And then is it a sin to pull out? Let me answer. Is it a sin to pull out? To use the withdrawal method? No, it is not. It is not a sin to pull out. It's not a sin to, put it elsewhere, right? Spill it on the ground, like what Onan did. It's not a sin to do that. You understand? What Onan did, and to answer the question, why the Lord put Onan to death? Why did he kill Onan? Because it's in the law what Onan was supposed to do. Judah was telling him, and that's a matter of fact, I'm gonna wait till you read it. Give me Deuteronomy 25 and 5, I believe. Deuteronomy 25 and 5 will answer this.
Sir. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, verse 5. If brethren dwell together, and one of them died.
Wait. Start it over.
Sir.
Take your time, nice and loud, so they can catch this.
If brethren dwell together, and one of them die, and have no children.
Now this is Onan's and his brother's situation, right here. This is in the law. That's what those meme makers don't know and understand is the law. Okay, so if brethren dwell together, right, and then one of them die and have no children. Keep going.
The wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger.
She shall not turn around and try to find her somebody on her own, right? She should not be looking for a husband at her job or plan on meeting some man at Walmart or CVS or somebody live down the street. You understand? What should she do?
Her husband's brother shall go in unto her.
Her husband's what?
Brother.
Her husband's what?
Brother.
Her husband's brother should do what?
Shall go in unto her. Her
husband's brother shall go in unto her. You understand? Now don't you brothers go looking at y'all brothers' wife. I'm talking about them out there in the world. Don't go looking at your brother's wife. Damn, I can't wait. You don't do it. All right. But this is in the law that when if your brother dies and does not leave any children, you understand? It's your duty to take your brother's wife and get her pregnant and have children by her. Keep reading.
Sir. Live.
Okay,
and take her to him to wife and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her.
okay, so he's supposed to turn around and perform the duties of a wife. Now he's supposed to take his brother's wife, right? Because he's dead. Dead and gone. It's not unlawful to marry her in this case because the brother is dead.
Okay.
She's free to remarry, right? Now, if he was alive, of course not. You understand? Of course not. They gotta go get some in vitro or something. They gotta try hard to have a baby or something. You understand? But you can't deal with your brother's wife while he is alive.
Okay.
But if he dies, then that's your duty to turn around and take her and get her pregnant so that you can raise up seed to your brother.
Okay.
That is why the Most High killed Onan, because he didn't follow the law.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was going to say it finishes in 6.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Verse 6. And it shall be that the firstborn which she beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead, that his name be not put out of Israel.
Right. So that brother that died with no children, so he can carry on. I mean, so his name could live on, right? Because we do that, right? We put it on. That's how you know. There's two things I wanted to bring out about that. Now I just thought of another. The first one is, this is how you know that we had the law way back in Genesis. Moses wrote. He implemented the punishments for the law. This right here is one of the do's and the don'ts. This is one of the do's right here. This is what you must do if your brother dies and does not have children, so that his name could live on. We put them on shirts all the time, don't?
Okay.
Not on us and UPK, but on our people. When somebody die, it said it had a name on it, angel wings, and gone too soon. Heaven got an angel, and gone but never forgotten. You understand all of that? That's how you know we spiritual.
Okay.
That's how you know we are spiritual people, because we actually, what's the scripture in Corinthians? What we do without the law, we do things pertaining to the law.
Okay.
You
have a law to themselves.
Yeah, we become a law to ourselves. We turn
sir.
around and we do a lot of things in the law, but don't even know why. We just think we doing it because our cousin died and we miss him so bad and we want to say something nice about him.
Okay.
But actually, we are a spiritual people, and we are doing what we've always done, except for putting on shirts. You understand? I ain't putting nobody on no shirt, and none of that. You understand? But take his woman, take your brother's wife, get her pregnant, have a baby. That firstborn is going to be named after him, so that his name will not be forgotten. Oh, this is little such and such. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. Go ahead, boy. Yeah, Jenna.
Oh no, it's okay, sir. I'm twice.
So that answers that. That's why the Most High put Onan to death, because Onan thought to do what he wanted to do versus doing what the Most High said to do.
Right.
And Judah had came to him and told him what all to do and why anyway. You understand? So when you get an order from a man over you, you should follow that. You understand? Because it's right. When Judah told him to go ahead and take your brother's wife and marry her, he shouldn't have thought to himself where he said, he knew that the baby shouldn't be his. But guess what? He was totally wrong. And that's why the Most High got mad at Onan for doing that. It's not unlawful to pull out or use the withdrawal method. God is not against. That's the same as using birth control. God is not against birth control. Say the couple don't want children at that moment. They may not be ready to have kids. Say they wanted to wait until they bought their first house or something. You understand? They live in an apartment now, and they want to wait until they get their first house, and then they're gonna work to have a baby. So it would be nothing wrong with what's some things called the one they put in the woman's arm? What's that birth control they put in her arm? What's the name of it? Who? Norplant. Norplant. What's the ring? The NuvaRing.
Okay.
What's the birth control pill?
Mm-hmm.
What's the other?
Sorry.
The patch.
Okay.
They got a patch. Same like the smoking.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Slock Depo.
Depo. That's the shot. That's one
That's
on
the
the
shot.
arm, man.
It's two.
Yeah, it's two of them in the arm.
So it's one is a shot and then the other one is an implant.
Right.
Implant.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what? I don't know about implanting, but the shot is Depo.
Yeah, okay, that's what I knew about. What's the implant?
It's like a little implant. They just stick it in your arm.
It just sit in there and it prevents you from getting pregnant. I don't like those methods.
Okay.
Dang. I don't like those. I want all the babies I can have.
Count, sir.
All 40 of them.
Count, sir.
All the little rugrats, the baby ass kids.
Count.
They don't die, they multiply.
Damn right.
But that's why the Most High got mad with Onan, because he didn't follow the law. This was in the law. The Most High wasn't crazy and just pissed off. Just, I can't believe he didn't ejaculate in that woman and then put him to death. That's not what happened. Onan did not follow the law. He didn't listen to Judah when he told him what to do, and then he most certainly disobeyed the law. You understand? When it comes to the brother and him not having children and dying and you raising up seed to your brother, you understand? And you taking your brother's wife. And then Plan B. Plan B is the one where it kills the semen before it gets to the egg.
Count.
Okay, Plan B, because I got another. That was another question. Is Plan B unlawful? No, it's not. Plan B is not an abortion. It's not the abortion pills. You know, talking about the ones that them black market pills. Where was they dying at taking it? Was it Europe or somewhere? Where the white women was taking
that sound
it?
about right.
And I think it was Europe. The white women was taking them abortion pills, killing the babies, and they was getting sick and dying. A couple of them died from doing that. But the Plan B is where it kills the semen. It stops the semen before it reaches the egg. So you supposed, I think you're supposed to do those right after you have some.
Count, sir. Slock it.
Go ahead.
If it gets to the point where you have conceived, Plan B don't work anymore.
As
soon as like that the semen cracked that egg, that Plan B out the window. Yeah.
Because you know, like you got later for a little bit. Don't go nowhere. Where you going?
Count, sir. Hey, don't move.
You got to get that egg, that seed trying to get to that egg.
Count, sir.
No, don't go in the kitchen. We all right. Don't go get nothing. Don't get no water. I'll be all right. I'm off a little dry, but I'm cool. You understand? Don't get nothing. Don't move. All right? But Plan B is not unlawful either.
Right.
It's just simply you're not terminating the baby. You're terminating the seed. You understand? The semen. The same as what Onan did was he spilled it on the ground, or on the sheets or something, on the bed, or like T-Pain said, on her stomach. Okay, you put it somewhere else other than inside of her so that she could get pregnant, because everybody knows by now that if you have sex, you just might get pregnant. I don't know who don't know that by now. Kids know that. You understand? Grown folk be trying to act half retarded like they don't know. You understand? It just happened. No, it didn't.
Right.
Don't nothing just happen. That is retarded. You understand? That is crazy. But I believe that's all the questions on that. The next question is how do you become equally yoked? Okay. Let me get the scripture on unequally yoked, and it will explain how to become equally yoked. Give me 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. So I think it's 14, 15, and maybe 16.
Con, sir.
I think it's a couple of those, 2 or 3 though.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 14.
Now, real quick before you read the scripture, we are equally yoked here in the ISUPK,
Right.
men. So by me saying that, cause now and I'm trying to go somewhere with this. By me saying that us men, us brothers in the ISUPK is equally yoked. What is this scripture notoriously used for, and by who? The scripture I'm finna read. We ain't even read it yet, but I want to know who. What is it used for, and by who? Come on with it.
Salakia, sir, is usually used by Christians, especially pastors, and it's talking about finances
No,
in Christianity.
not the finances.
Shit,
Nope.
that's what I heard.
You right about the Christian church,
Con.
but it's used for something else.
Salakia.
Now, the man don't work, man don't eat is the scripture. they use about finance.
Con, sir.
That's the one they use about finance.
What it?
It's evil black Christian women use that so they won't get a man a damn turkey sandwich.
Con,
So they
sir.
won't make him no chicken wings. So they won't give him no juice or no beer or soda to wash his food down with. He gets nothing. You understand, from these evil black Christian women, man. And I just had to bring that out since you said that.
Con.
That is terrible, and that's totally against the scripture. Not feeding your people. You understand? Your husband, your wife, your brother, your kids. Everybody's supposed to eat.
Damn right.
You understand? Like, I could pull so many scriptures on that. You understand? About being poor and not having a job. Oh my God. We'll be here for another 2 hours. You understand? It's ridiculous. And I hate that they do that, because they got our sisters thinking that your man does not deserve a hot meal because he don't have a job.
Con.
And that is so ridiculous, and that is so not true. And that is absolutely unbiblical.
Con.
You know, I've been hearing this since I was little.
Con, sir.
I've been hearing them Christians say this since I was little, and I was like, man, like the man, because he got laid off. So I mean, he don't get fed.
Con, sir.
Damn, that's hard, boy.
Con.
That's hard. You wonder why most men don't even come home when they get fired. They stay out and drink. On the movies. What they do? Stay in the bar. They just drink and get drunk. The last $2 they got in their damn pocket going on bird, and they just sit there and get drunk, hoping that they let them live there, because they know that monster that they got at home is gonna put them out. Over him losing his job, because now a man don't work, man don't eat. So he ate his last turkey sandwich and bag of chips at his last shift. That was it. That was the last supper. That was the last supper. Good night. Cause he ain't getting nothing when he go home. Man, I remember I got a cousin. Every time I think about women and money, I go straight to this cousin. You understand? This brother, her husband, decent brother. I think they divorced now. But she turned around, and the brother he's a professor at a college what's that college off of
Salakia.
not Hanley,
Harris-Stowe?
huh?
Thinking about Harris-Stowe or Fontbonne?
The one out there going toward Hanley on what's that, Airport Road? Is that Airport? Where the gas station is, the McDonald's, the college right to the left.
Right there by your
Sorry.
spot.
Before you
You
get
talking about
to
270?
Hanley? No, I'm talking about 7.
Right there, ain't that Wash U?
Oh, Wash U downtown. I mean on Grand, right? Ain't that Wash U?
Nuh-uh. Oh, Umsel.
There you go.
Yeah, down the
That's
bridge.
it.
Kind
That's
of guy.
it. UMSL. He was a professor. He was a professor at UMSL, right? Decent money, decent job. The brother got laid off one day. That's what happens in this place when the other nations of people own all the damn business.
Kind of guy.
You get laid off. You understand? And this brother turned around and came home to his woman thinking he was gonna have a good, soft shoulder to lean on and talk to, and you know, damn baby, these motherfuckers laid me off. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, man, he came home to a brick.
God.
He put his head on a brick.
Got it,
like,
okay.
oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? Whole brick wall, man. That woman went in. He said, what? Oh, man, how we going to pay these bills? I don't love pay no bills.
Got it, God.
Man, evil black Christian woman, a damn creature from the Black Lagoon. That's what she is. And I mean, went in on that brother, drove him nuts until one day she went to work and came home from work and found her whole house empty. That brother said, to hell with that. She was driving him nuts, and he emptied the whole house out. While she was at work, he was moving all of their things, left her nothing.
God.
No couch to sit on. No, and I ain't saying that's right, but just saying. She was driving him nuts.
God.
She was driving the brother nuts, and that brother couldn't take it. And he turned around and moved everything out. She called me. He even took my kids' game. Yeah, he took everything. That brother, I'm telling you, he left it like he was moving out. Took everything. You know, I was like, damn. You know, you should think about that when you talk about man don't work, man don't eat. I guess he said, you don't have nowhere to sleep.
God.
If I don't eat,
God.
you don't have nowhere to sit. You don't have nothing to watch. And he said, damn, that the brother cleaned out the entire house. It wasn't even no dishes for her to eat on.
God, sir.
He said, you ain't finna cook. You ain't finna eat. He took all the tissue. She couldn't use his bathroom. I'm telling you, I'm serious. He took everything. The brother took everything out the house.
God.
No hand soap. She couldn't wash her hands. No body wash. No deodorant. No nothing. He emptied the entire house. Straight up. Because she was driving him insane with that, you know, like I said, you're supposed to be there for your man. You know, not, you know, do all of that. Love don't pay no bills. Damn, he just got laid off. I mean, today.
God.
Like, it just happened, like a few hours ago. It ain't been no years.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened a couple of hours ago.
God, sir.
You know, the man finished his shift, and then when he was done, they said, okay, man, you can go and stay at home for the rest of your time. We don't need you no more. You know, laid the brother off, and first thing out her mouth was, love don't pay no bills. You know, and that's sad that our sisters have, you know, been tricked by our oppressors into dividing your homes, splitting up your homes. You know, instead of you comforting him when he came home. You know, that's a big thing for a man to not have no money in this place. Last thing he need in his damn ear is you. You understand? Talk about he got Herb get a goddamn job. He wasn't a lazy brother. You knew that. You know, it's not like he turned around and just, man, damn that, I ain't finna go to work. The brother, he loved his job. He just, the white man fired him. It happens. And she turned around and suffered those consequences, but not being there by her husband's side. You know, and that's a shame for them to break up and to go through the things they went through. She could have did it a whole nother way. They could have gave that brother a lot of strength and helped him hold on to a lot of energy and go get hired at another college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just switch it up. Just think positive. How you would want. Ain't that what they be saying now? They want positive vibes. That's all I've been hearing.
Oh, kind of them energies.
Everybody
Sir.
and their mama talking about a damn positive vibe.
Yep.
Everybody want positive energy. Okay.
Good energy.
So why didn't you give him some of that positive energy and some of them positive vibes and go in and say, no, they didn't fire you. You the best. You the best damn, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he taught, English, math, or whatever. Oh, I can't believe they let you go.
God.
You understand? Oh, damn them, baby. You'll get another job. Don't worry about that. I mean, do something like that. Change it up. Not love don't pay no bill. When I heard that, I looked at the phone. I'm like, you really said that to this man? Like, damn. An hour after he got laid off, he got fired from his job. That's what you say? Like, damn. You know, but that's not what they say use that scripture for. Right?
Oh, Salaki.
What unequally yoked, what do they use it for?
Salaki. He don't go to the same church? Or he don't go to church?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope,
Do
it
I
ain't
know?
it. Come on, one more. I know y'all know. I know. I don't even know why y'all playing. Y'all playing crazy in here today. What do the church use that scripture for? Unequally yoked. That saying is, come on, this is $1 million damn question. What do they use it for? If y'all get it right, don't expect no $1 million either. Come on with it. Somebody give me the answer. Unequally yoked. What is that notoriously used for? We already know by who. It's definitely the Christians in the church. But what is that used for? It's gonna shock you if I gotta give you the answer. Y'all got to give me $1 million if I answer the question. Anybody want to take a crack at it?
Blah.
Marriage. That's what they use that scripture for. To say you and your partner is not on the same page. Y'all unequally yoked. That's what they use that for. Money. Give me money. Run me my $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. All y'all put together and get gather the cash out. Cash out me my $1 million. You know what I'm saying? That's what they use that scripture for. And it's mainly for the women. It's the woman when she is upset with her man and ready to let him go and tired of whatever he doing, then there's y'all unequally yoked. They'll tell them that, and they'll tell them that you can divorce him because y'all unequally yoked. But we're gonna read what unequally yoked is actually talking about, and it ain't talking about because remember I said that the brothers in the ISUPK are equally yoked.
Good.
I'm equally yoked with my brother's ribs. They equally yoked with my ribs. So now we can't be talking about nothing sinful because y'all know we don't do that in the ISUPK.
Right.
So unequally yoked, we all are equally yoked, then guess what? It must mean something else other than what the Christians say that scripture is used for. Alright? Now go ahead and read the scripture.
Good, sir. The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
With what?
With unbelievers.
With what?
With unbelievers.
Now, what is this talking about? Unequally yoked and equally yoked with who?
Sorry.
Come on with it.
People who don't speak the same thing. People who don't believe the same things.
Real simple. Make it real simple. Unequally yoked with people who are what?
It's like don't believe in the law, statutes, commandments?
Yeah, but you can make it real simple. You can
So
make it
like-
simpler than that.
Not in the ISUPK.
Simpler than that.
Salaki.
Go.
Not in the truth.
Not in the truth. Get it, brother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the one. You don't be unequally yoked with people who are not in the truth. You understand? So, if you are unequally yoked, meaning that you believe, right? And it's about to break it down. I don't want to jump ahead before. Go ahead. Come on, Rick.
Got sir. For what fellowship hath righteousness with
There
unrighteousness?
it is right there. Stop right there. That's not talking about when your husband ain't came home one night, or you found out he got another woman, or he lost his job, or y'all been arguing for a month, or he ain't paid no bills, or he ain't put no gas in your car, or he went and made some money and then didn't bring you nothing home to eat. You understand? For whatever reason, you might want to get mad at him. That ain't talking about that. It says, for what fellowship does righteousness have with unrighteousness? Now, that's what I meant when I said you can simplify that and say, what for the people that's in the truth and the people that's in the world? What fellowship do you have? You understand? How can you turn around and hang with a sinner? Just like, how can you do that? You understand? When sinners, that's their life is based on lust. That's what they do. They out eating unlawful things. They using drugs. They sleeping around. Whatever lust they have, that's what they are all about. But in here, we are all about the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
Right.
We keep the laws in here. So what fellowship will we have? Don't mean that you can't say visit your people, right? Don't mean that you can't hang around them a little bit, right? I got a cousin. My cousin, he called me. He say he was looking on Facebook at some of the stuff that we was posting and all of that. And so he said, man, come on over and break some of that stuff down to me. Now, my cousin been smoking weed since he was 2, since I was 2, since everybody was 2, okay? And, I mean, he smoked big weed, right? But he had enough respect for me not to fire it up when, while we was up. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. I ain't, I mean, I don't tell nobody, hey, don't smoke weed in your, hey, that's what you do. I would leave.
Right.
Because I don't want to walk around smelling like weed. I don't smoke. I don't sin. So therefore, if he was to be smoking, I'm going to leave. Because I hate when I go into a store and I'm like in a line and then somebody come in smelling like the weed and then everybody turn around and look at me. You understand? Like damn, I'm just behind you. I don't get high. You understand? It's the other person. You understand? It's them. But I hate that. And he turned around and once he said, "Cuz," he said, "Man, I'd rather listen to you," because he understood. And now he didn't get the truth, but he at least understood what I broke down to him. And he turned around and he was like, "Man, I would rather listen to you and your organization than anybody else," because he said what you just broke down sound right. Now, when his friend came over, right, she rolling, you understand, and getting ready. So you know what I was doing? I was getting ready to leave. You understand? So I told him, I said, "All right, we're gonna wrap this up, man." And before you know it, she coming out the back room with this spark. You understand? And so I said, "All right, cuz, I'm going, man. I'll holler at you." I give, "Oh, okay, cuz, man. Call me." No thing. Do your thing. You understand? Hey, do your thing. But me, I got out the way.
Damn right.
You understand? So what fellowship do we have? Why am I gonna sit there and get secondhand smoke and die on the goddamn my cousin's living room floor?
Yeah,
You understand? Get my lungs blackened. You understand? And I don't smoke. There's no fellowship with righteousness and unrighteousness. You understand? Go ahead, come on.
And Salakia, sir, that's not even nothing because of the truth. That's just natural, right? This is a natural thing right here. Like, if you don't do something or somebody does something that bothers you, you're not gonna hang around them, or they're not gonna hang around you. Because if you start talking, truth of the Bible, you start telling the truth, and they don't want to hear it, or they just want to be unrighteous, they're going to leave. And a lot of people think that in here we tell people not to deal with their family. No, that's not the case. It's just when we start, especially when we first get in here and we first start learning the truth, we so on fire for the Most High, especially when we start off, that we telling everybody. And then they just start telling you, hey, keep that over there. You know what I mean? They stop inviting you to things. They stop, you know what I mean? It's not that we pulling people away. It's just naturally. There's a reason birds of a feather flock together. Because they're doing the same thing. And when you're not doing the same thing, then, I mean, it's a waste of your time to be around the people who doing something different.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that was a perfect example of what we saying. Birds of a feather flock together.
Kind of, sir.
Like the scripture said, and that's another way we spiritual, because we make up things that's in the Bible.
Kind of.
You You understand? The scripture says, what it say? Sinners love company and sin.
Okay.
And you understand? Who gets high by themselves? As soon as they ready to get high, they on the phone calling somebody. Say, hey man, come smoke with me.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? What y'all doing, man? I'm finna come over there and fire her up. You know, I used to hang with you. You know what I'm saying? All the smokers. I ain't
Okay.
never smoked. You understand? That's when I was in the world. Now I have no desire. That is because of the truth. I have no desire to sit and hang with a bunch of junkies all day.
Okay.
You understand? Come on with
And
it.
Salakia, even in that, when they were about to go smoke, that's when y'all split apart. Cause you wasn't a smoker. So you wasn't gonna be around the smoke.
No, I was. That's what I
Oh,
said.
you
I
was?
was.
Okay.
I
Okay.
did hang
So
with
like
the
it.
smoke.
Okay,
No,
got it,
don't
got
sweat.
it. Well,
No, I
then
did.
that's when you was a smoker. Then, of course, you hang with them when you a smoker. If you not, then like I know plenty of people, you know, who wasn't drinkers, right? And so when me and my other friends was about to go drink, they be like, all right, I'll holler at y'all later. And like that's when they break off because that's not what they do.
Right.
Like they don't drink, so they not gonna be around a bunch of people
Right.
drinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right. God.
when you start doing other things, that's when people are like, all right, I'll talk to you later. Or I'm gone. Because y'all not doing the same thing no more.
Absolutely. And what you said, like I said, that is right also. You understand? Like when a person don't do something, normally that's when they, okay, now I don't go to clubs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just go to the crib. I see y'all tomorrow. You know,
Okay,
something like
okay.
that. But, birds of a feather flock together, you know, sinners love company and sin, all of that. Right? Now, where we at?
Salakia, we were still reading 2 Corinthians 6 and 14.
Keep reading. I think it's a little more on there, right?
Cut, sir.
Yeah, read. Keep reading.
And what communication hath light with darkness?
So what communication had light with darkness? You see, this scripture is not talking about marriage. You understand? At
Sir.
all. And how do you know that? I'm gonna give you a precept on that too, and show you that this is not talking about marriage. Things that the Christians teach in the church are all lies. Everything. Don't take nothing that they say and say, oh, you know what? I think they tell the truth on that. They lying about every damn thing.
Damn right.
You understand? Go ahead, keep reading.
Cut, sir. Verse 15. And what concord hath Hamashiach with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?
Okay, and the infidel is a person that does not believe. You understand? So what part does a person that believes that's in the truth have to do with a person that's not in the truth?
Okay.
You understand? It's like oil and water. It just don't mix.
Okay.
You could try to push that oil down in that water as much as you want, but it ain't going. You understand? You could take a drop of oil and try to push it down with the water, and it's not gonna mix.
Okay.
That's what this is talking about. So how the question was, how do you be equally yoked? Guess what? The person that's not in the truth, you get in the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you start believing. You start keeping the law. You start following orders. You start doing everything that you see us do in the ISUPK.
Damn
You
right.
understand? And change your life. Go ahead.
Okay. And Salakia, sir, but like, especially when you new in the truth, right? Because you know I'm a lot younger in this truth than y'all two great men up there, but you start to feel like, okay, well maybe we can still kick it if we just keep talking. If we talk about this or we do this and we don't do that, right? You'll start to realize, and it's nothing wrong with it, that everything is going to lead you to a scripture. Everything is going to lead you back to this book, and the harder you try, the more you're going to realize I just can't even be around him no more, because everything they starting to do, everything that they're doing isn't something new. It's just coming in this truth and learning the way, the law, statutes, commandments, and the ways that you're supposed to be. Your eyes start to open up, and then you start to question yourself. Or well, maybe I'm tripping. No, you're changing. You're becoming the person you're supposed to be. You're coming out of the world. The old man is dying. Don't fight that. Like you're learning in here why you shouldn't be out there. And so, and the old man is going to keep fighting you. Like, nah, man, you tripping. You don't know where you came from. You don't know who you. Oh, you acting funny now. No, I'm not dead anymore, and I can't. And a living person has no place in a cemetery.
Right.
Like you surrounded by dead men. What? You can't be there anymore. That's not your place anymore.
God, absolutely. All right, now for the precept on how you know that unequally yoked is not talking about marriage. Go to 1 Corinthians 7 and start at 12. I think it's 12 and 13.
Kind. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 12. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
What's that again?
Let him not put her away.
So if you got a wife, say for instance you come into the truth and you got a wife and she ain't with none of this, but it says that if she is pleased to dwell with you,
God.
she like, look, I'm with you. I married you before you got in the truth, before you started dressing crazy and wearing studs on everything and wristbands and that thing on your head and them boots all the time and them fringes on your pants. Before you started dressing like that, before you started talking about whatever, you know what I'm saying? She don't know the Hebrew, right? She tried to say it. Before you was doing all of what you was doing, before you was even reading the Bible, I was with you, and I'm gonna stay with you.
God.
So the scripture says to what?
Let him not put her away.
Don't put her away. Don't talk that nonsense. Do you know how many? Matter of fact, I'll say it. Don't talk that nonsense about she ain't in the truth. She won't come to the high holy day. She won't cook for the high holy day. She don't come to the Passover. She don't care about the truth and all that. Guess what? That don't even matter. Because if she does not, what the scripture say again?
Let him not put her away.
Do not put her away. And why does it say, if she be pleased to dwell with thee, let him not put her away? Why? Think of one reason and one reason of why the scripture would say, don't put her away if she's pleased to dwell with thee. Why you think it would say that? Go ahead.
Salaki, I mean, if she's willing to stay with you and to keep following you, and you doing what's right, then she's following the man of the Most High.
You right there at it. You right there at it, but that's not it. Somebody else want to try it? You right there, but I reverse it. I want you to put it the other way.
Put it the other way.
I want you to reverse
Salakia.
Go ahead.
She's serving the Most High by serving you?
Nope. That ain't it. Think about what you just read. If she be what?
Pleased to dwell with him.
If she be pleased to dwell with thee, let him not put her away. So why would the scripture say, if she's happy with being with you, don't put her away? It's real simple. It's right there. You looking at it. Just say the opposite. Because if she was not pleased, she's going to leave you. Simple as that. If she's not pleased with you, she's going to leave. You understand? So you ain't got to worry about it. But if she's pleased to be with you, then guess what? That's your wife. If she's not pleased, she's going to leave. Okay? She's going to leave. Keep reading.
Verse 13. And the woman which hath an husband that believe not, that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her.
Now, if he like, look, baby, I see you, covering up, wearing them dresses and going to class and stuff like that. I'm used to you having them little bitty shorts on, you know, the little small top that show your paw, you know what I'm saying, or the eyes, around them things right there. I'm used to you having it hanging out, but you know, I mean, you changing, but it's cool. You know, I'm still here, right?
Agree. Let her not leave him.
Let her not leave him. You understand? Come on.
And Salakia, I mean, nowadays, I mean, honestly, I honestly think it's more powerful, you know what I mean, especially for a woman who has a man, for her to come in here than for a man. Because, like, if you a man, even if you in the world, right, and you got a woman who all of a sudden stops showing everything to everybody, you know what I mean, and only show that to you, and she starts serving you, it's like, honestly, I think that, like, that's one of the most powerful things in the world, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman changing. Because, especially because of the position they've been put in this kingdom, like, for them to change, that's something crazy.
God, it is. It is. Because Satan don't want you to change. He don't want He don't want the Black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman to change at all.
Sir.
He want them all to remain thoughts. Many of them to death as he can. And they don't be believing us when we say that. Until they go back in the world and then they get destroyed all over. You understand? So, but if the husband got a wife that believe it not, she pleased to be with you, she's happy with you, stay with her. You understand? Same vice versa for the wife. If the wife got a husband and he don't believe, but he still, hey, you still my baby. You know? He like, oh no, ain't none of them niggas in that school finna get you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stay with him. That's fine. That's fine. That's your wife, brother. Guess what? We weren't gonna deal with her. No way.
Sir.
Treat her and love her like a sister. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Damn right.
And a lot of brothers, they actually they respect it about our organization.
Because
they know anywhere else, their wife is getting screwed.
Sir.
You understand? Anywhere else, the brother DMG know a little young brother, man. His wife just got dead like that in the Christian church. Went to the pastor for some counsel. They having problems in their marriage, and the pastor said, "Come on in here, let me show you something. I'll show you how to fix that." And turn around and slept with the woman in the church. Slept with the woman at the church. You know, and the pastor knew this. He know this brother. He know the young guy. Watched him grow up, man. Like, that's terrible. Like, how could you do that to your, you know, that's, he your family. You watched this man grow up from birth. You was there when he was born. His mother and father been bringing him to this church every damn day. Well, not every day, but every Sunday of his life. And then you turn around because his woman look better than yours. You won't sleep with him. Go ahead, Cabal.
It's like the point that Officer Abraham had brought up that I made after that yesterday was it's about that whole personal relationship with Jesus, right? They don't care about anybody else in their congregation. Them pastors don't care about nobody or nothing else. They care about themselves because Christianity, which is the moral compass for our entire community, tells you to be selfish. Yeah. It's about their personal relationship with Jesus. It's about they got Jesus on the main line. They a prayer warrior. You know what I mean? It's about them. It's not about everybody. It's not about the community. It's not about their people. It's all about themselves. So, yeah, you send a woman who's already feeling weak in front of this predator. Well, guess what he gonna do? That predator's gonna prey on her. That's how it works.
God, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, give me Ecclesiastic. Let me make sure I got no more no more question. Ecclesiasticus 12 and I believe either 4 or 7.
They're both the same, pretty much.
Okay, kind of. We ain't got no more.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 4. Give to the godly man.
Give to the who?
The godly man.
To the who?
The godly man.
Okay. You're supposed to give to the godly man, right?
Okay.
Keep going.
And help not a sinner.
And help not a who?
A sinner.
Help not a sinner. Okay. And I'm bringing that scripture out for. I wanted to bring that one out before we jump to the other one, but this is to what we read in 2 Corinthians, where it's talking about what communion does the righteous have with the unrighteous.
God.
And in this context, when it says, "Give to a godly man and help not a sinner," what does that mean? When it says, "Help not a sinner," what does that mean? Come on with it, Kamal.
Slocky, a sinner is focused on sinning. So helping a sinner means basically being an enabler, helping them with their sin. And like giving to a godly man means to invest in the godly man. Not necessarily like don't help the homeless, but like don't spend time with and boost up drug users because that's only going to help them further use drugs. But like give your time and your energy to the men of God, because then that way you learn and you gain and your nation grows.
Right. And then what you want to learn how to do is, now I know you was my scientist, right?
Shorten it.
But you want to shorten it up, because a lot of the people that you're gonna be teaching, they ain't gonna grasp all that.
Kind, sir.
You had the answer in the middle of it.
Kind, sir.
Versus you giving the answer straight off the top, and then go into a little spiel if you want to do that.
Kind, sir.
You understand? But you always well, not always, but you want to learn how to be a little shorter.
Kind,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? Get to the point. And say, don't help them sin.
Kind, sir.
That would have been to the point right there. Don't help them break the law. Okay, so now, for instance, if a person, now automatically when you're at a gas station and somebody come up to you and say, "Excuse me, you got $2 so I can put this in this gas can, or so I can catch the bus. I've been out here all day, man. I lost my wallet." Then you automatically assume that this person is a what?
Slocky, alcoholic.
Or a what?
Slocky, junkie.
Huh?
Junkie.
A crackhead. That's right.
Kind.
You automatically think that they are a crackhead, right? Would it be wrong for you to give them $2? If you gave that person the $2, would it be wrong for you to give the junkie or the alcoholic, the sinner, the $2?
Lie, sir.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because I'm giving it to him for the gas. He got the gas can in his hand.
That's true. You know you ain't giving it to him for no gas.
Good.
You know he ain't gonna put nothing in that gas can. He gonna walk 12 miles to the crack house. You already know where he going. But the point is you don't know what he finna spend the money on.
Kind, sir.
You understand? So if he asks you, he gave you a story. He said, "I need to put some gas in this gas can." You know, where your car at? Oh, it's on the corner of Delmar Union. You just came from that way. You ain't seen no car pulled over no damn where. You understand? You don't see no flashers. You understand? You don't see no car in the middle of the street. None of that.
Kind.
You understand? But he got a gas can, a big one too. They don't use the little ones no more. They use the big ones. You understand? Make you think they finna put them whole 3 gallons in that thing.
Kind.
And 3 gallons of gas are almost $40 now.
God, sure.
Kind, sir. Good night.
So hey, you know he finna put that in that big old gas can. But it's not unlawful. You're not an enabler. You're not helping him sin. You know what I'm saying? Even if he don't say that my car just stopped on me. If he just say, "Man, you got $2," you just giving him $2, right? You don't know that he's actually finna go buy no crack unless he tell you. You understand? Now, and what crackhead you know gonna tell you, man? You know, got a sign talking about we'll work for crack or trying to buy some crack. You know, ain't been high in 2 days. I need $10. You know what I'm saying? What drug addict do you know is going to be honest? And so they always got some kind of story, don't they?
Kind of.
Man, my lights just got cut off, man. I just lost my job, man. My old lady, man, she tripping because I ain't paid a bill, man. I need to borrow this money. They always got some kind of story.
Kind of, sir.
You know? And, pretty much, you know that they be lying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you give them the $2, it's not on you. You understand? You just giving them $2. You understand? So it's not unlawful. Don't be, looking at the brothers and sisters crazy when they be to where you turn around and don't give them the little $2 they asking for. You can, if you have $2, you can give it to the person that's asking for it. You understand?
Okay.
No sweat. You're not an enabler in that. You're not what the scripture says, helping a sinner.
Okay.
You understand? You're not helping them sin. They just simply asked you for $2, and you're just giving them the $2. Okay? But if they come to you and say, man, let me get $2, man. This one dude, he got some crack, boy, it's good as a mug. I'm finna go get that. Then you tell him no.
Kind of guy, sir.
You tell him no. You understand? Negro, I'm not finna help you kill yourself. You understand? I'm not giving you no $2 for you to buy no crack. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, I definitely wouldn't get. But like I said, what crackhead is going to be honest? What alcoholic is going to be honest? Now, I take that back. I did have a brother that said he walked up to me, he said, man, he said it. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me, him, and I think it was a Rapallo. It was a couple of. We sat and we drank outside. You understand? We was right outside the school. The brother said, man, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I ain't finna lie, man. I need some money. I'm trying to drink, man. I need to drink. I said, oh, I'm glad you said that, brother. I said, what you want? We finna grab a drink, too. And we turned around and bought all kind of drink. And we all sat outside drinking with the brother. You know what I'm saying? Then it wasn't nothing unlawful about that. The brother was honest. You understand? He said, hey, I want a drink, man. I ain't finna lie to you and tell you I'm finna put no $2 in no gas can. I'm finna get some beers. So, go ahead, Kamal.
It's a lock here. To me, that shows at least a brother that has some sort of wherewithal. Because it's some niggas in this captivity that's just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least he understands this is not a place where happiness resides. You know what I mean? Like, he need a drink because he know what this life is. Like, it's some of our people who just, especially with the Christian church, who are artificially happy. They think that they happy in this situation. They think that serving a white man is going to get them some sort of salvation. Like, but then there's others of us who understand that this is not the place where we need to be.
Right.
And for those who haven't found the truth yet and who haven't come into the ISUPK, it can be a depressing thing. And I say this all the time. I feel bad for them because this place is horrible, and we've been taught by our oppressor and by the Christian church that we don't need to listen to the laws of God. Our women don't need to listen to us. Right. The black man is worth nothing.
Right.
Like, we've been taught everything horrible in this place.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it takes a toll on people who have some sort of understanding, unless you're a psychopath and just block it all out and still go to Christian church and bang on the tambourine.
God, that one emotion is love.
Kind of. It's a psychopath.
Psychopath, damn right. You know what I'm saying? But that's correct. You understand? And since you said that about us serving the Most High, you understand? Keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, that's life.
Damn right.
That's life. That's love. That's you being happy.
Damn
you
right.
Understand? That's you actually being alive. You understand? That's in the scripture. You come to life by keeping these laws. You're going to get that and some more. But give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 first.
Book of Ecclesiastes.
The whole duty of man. You understand? Because a lot of people think that what do they say when when they trying to figure out what career they want. What do they say? They trying to find their purpose in life.
Kind of say.
You understand? That's what a lot of people is out here. You know, they're trying to find a purpose in life. But guess what? The ISUPK, up under Commander General Yohana, since 1969 has been telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians what their purpose in life is. And we're going to show you what's your purpose. It ain't to be a veterinarian. It's not to be a doctor. It's not to be a lawyer. It's not to be a nurse. It's a bunch of nurses. We got a bunch of nurses in Israel. It's not to own a daycare. It's not to drive 18-wheelers. It's not to do any of that. Play baseball, basketball, be a football player.
Right.
Your duty in life, your purpose in life is not to do any of those things, and I'll explain. Go ahead, brother, read.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let's sum all of this up. Go ahead.
Fear God.
Fear God. Fear God. The Christian church makes God your BFF.
Right.
That's what God is to you in the Christian church. He's on the main line. You can get to call him and tell him what you want. You understand? He there for you in the late night hours. What's the other saying? They say he don't come when you want him, but he always on time. Like you just got God at your damn fingertips.
Kind of, sir.
You understand? Or what's that? I Dream of Genie. That like, and then just turn around and just, you know what I'm saying? The genie just come out the damn lamp and he just, you understand? Whatever your wish is, your wish is my command. Just stop it, man. You know, the Most High don't work like what they say in the Christian church.
Damn right.
You understand? And when our people learn that, then we are going to be a lot better off. You understand? Once we wash our brains of Christianity, and good night. That's one hell of a washing, boy. That's one hell of a washing. You got to have one of them new washing machines, the ones that don't load the clothes from the top. You got to load the clothes from the side. Them wash a lot better.
Kind of.
They wash a lot more. You understand? Wash more clothes, heavy clothes, big clothes, all that. You understand? You get a lot of clothes clean with the new washing machine. But that old, just a little bit. The thing was struggling, boy. The little rubber at the bottom used to always break. The rubber band always break on the old machine. Good night. You can really wash something with that. And that's what it's going to take for Christianity to get off of our people's brains. Is they got to have that brain washed. They talk about brainwashing as if it's a bad thing. It was a good thing when I came here.
Kind of.
Because my brain got washed clean of all of the filth, all of the dirt, all of the lust, all of the sin, and it feels good. You understand? I no longer feel like, what is it, the 10 minutes, if I only had a brain? I don't feel like that no more. Because I know I was going crazy. I don't know about nobody else. But I was going crazy out there in the world. And was holding all the crazy mess in. You know what I'm saying? And had nobody to turn to. Family couldn't help. Yeah, they was coming to me. You understand? To get advice, counsel, money, and help, and everything they need. You understand? And no one had the answers until I came in here.
Right.
You understand? And washed that brain in that new washing machine. You load the clothes from the side. You do it like you take them out the dryer and put them in the dryer. That's how you do it with the washer too. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Got that brain free and clear of all of its sin.
Right.
I thank the Most High for that.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I thank the Most High for men that held it down so that I could change. So that my family could change. You understand? Because guess what? Say they would have, say Commander General Yohana would have did like the Christians in the church. Just burnt out and said, the hell with it.
God.
Like the Seven Heads did.
God.
Like the other brothers and sisters that used to be in the school. That split and went and made their own groups. You know what I mean? Like, what if he'd have did that? Man, I would have just been insane until I died.
Yeah, Count the sir.
Straight up. But this is the whole. Let's hear the whole matter. You understand the whole conclusion, right? It's to fear God. The Christian church teach you to befriend the Lord. You understand? The Most High is not your friend.
Right.
He's not your lover. You talking about you married to Jesus. The only man you got is God. Girl, please. God and Jesus don't want you.
Right.
Kind of concert.
Hell, half the niggas in the hood and had you. They don't want you either.
God, God.
Because they know you ain't worth nothing. You understand? You got a big mouth. You talk too much. You done been with everybody. There's a lot of people that don't want you.
Right.
That's why sisters have to turn, Christian women have to turn and marry Jesus. You understand? They have to be with an invisible man because they can't keep an actual man.
Right.
How to keep no man. Even if you lead them, and you know something so crazy, they don't be understanding when I say that. I say, even if you leave the man, you don't know how to keep one. And they're like, how is that when I left him? That's the point. You didn't keep him.
God.
You don't know how to keep. Either way, whether he left you, you left him, you don't know how to keep a man. And they don't understand that. Go ahead, Bob.
And Salakia, sir, but Christianity is just another way to escape accountability.
God.
You can always blame it on somebody else in Christianity.
Oh, yeah, God.
Every time. Like, oh, I can't be perfect. Christ was perfect, but that's because he was made from a ghost and an angel.
Right,
and the Most High. Like, it's 5 different people they say he made from.
Right.
But I can't keep the law because, I mean, he wasn't even a human. So why, what? Yeah, he kept it, but I can't. Or every time, every single thing in Christianity is a way for you not to take the blame for anything that you've done.
God.
And that's why a lot of people, especially coming from the world, have a problem coming in here and taking a check-in. Because it's all it is holding you accountable to the actions that you've done. Mm-hmm. And we as a people have a problem with that. You know, other people don't have an issue with that. Esau, you don't have an issue with that when it's within his own community. You know, Moab, they don't have a problem with that when it's in their own community, right? But when a black man checks a black man, or a black man, God forbid, checks a black woman, it's all of a sudden a problem.
Right.
But that's what the Christian church has left us with. It's hating our people and not wanting to even be held accountable for our own actions.
God, absolutely. And that's ridiculous that it's like that.
God.
But they don't teach you how to fear God.
God, sir.
You're supposed to fear him. And why would the Bible tell you to fear God? Because, you know, the Christian church say that he just want to love you and bless you and increase you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And we want to do all these things to you and for you. Right? Why does it say fear the Lord? What is he talking about when it says fear God? It's real simple. It's real simple.
Okay.
Come on.
If you don't do what he says, then there's a punishment that's going to come after it?
That's true. But I told you to make it real simple. Fear him what? Why does it say fear him?
So you don't get punished.
Fear breaking the law.
Kind.
You should fear. It's like your parents, right?
Kind.
Your parent. You should fear not washing them dishes. You should fear not taking out the trash, because you know there's like you said, there's consequences to come after that.
Kind.
So you should fear disobeying the Lord.
Kind, sir.
Should. Keep reading.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Fear God and keep his commandments. You understand? That's what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, every last one of us, this is what we are supposed to be doing, is fearing God and keeping his commandments. Keep going.
For this is the whole duty of man.
So this is your purpose in life, is to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. If you want to be a veterinarian, that's fine. Go be a vet. But that ain't your purpose in life. That's your occupation. You understand? That's your career. right? Doctor, lawyer, what else? What else I say? If you want to own a business, you want to work at a restaurant or be a restaurant owner, you understand? Whatever. You can do that. It's nothing wrong. You want to go to college, you want to take up some kind of trade, you want to go to trade school. I think that'd be better for our people in most cases. It's trade school. Trade, so when you ain't got to pay all that paper. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay all that money back for school. Because I know a sister that worked at Home Depot, and the sister was taking the graphic design classes. She designed a couple of kitchens for me in some of my houses that I had that I redid. And she was cold with it too. She was so cold here. I didn't know what she was drawing, but I know it looked good. You know what I'm saying? And it came out good too once we finished it. You know, and she had it going on, but she told me she was in school and she was to pay back around about $68,000 for graphic design school, and here it is. I want to say 10 years later, she's still working Home Depot. She ain't graphic design and nothing for nobody. But Home Depot like what she already was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know she always where I met her in that section. I was looking for cabinets and then she's you should let me draw you up something. You know what I'm saying? And I did. I took her up on that offer and bam, she hooked it up, made some nice layouts. You understand? Had them cribs looking good, and it is what it is. But she still works at Home Depot. You understand? I don't know how much they make. How much Home Depot make?
I mean, they get paid okay.
What, about 14, 15?
Yeah,
so
about that.
Look that up. How much Home Depot? So I seen a gas station started at 13 something. Now they done went up a little bit.
Oh, Salakia. Minimum wage in Missouri that went up to like $11.15.
Oh, it went up again?
At the beginning of 2022, sir.
Was that how many years was that run supposed to be? 4 years. Every 4 years is supposed to go up.
Well, Salakia, the federal minimum wage, I don't think it's raised much since the 70s. Mm-hmm. But like in Missouri, I know the Missouri minimum wage went up to like $10.30 last year, and I think it's like $11.15 this year. And that was the end of where it was supposed to go up to. So it's not going to go up in 2023 unless it's a law passed.
Supposed to go up to $15. They claim they still doing that.
That's been a lot of people's campaign. There's never been. I don't think there's been anywhere in law put that the federal minimum wage would be going up to $15 or this state. Now I know that in some states like California and New York, I think theirs has gone up that high. But as far as federally, it's not that high yet.
Look that up for me, because I thought that it said that it was going to go up to 14 or 15 here. Go ahead. Yeah, Jenna?
The cashiers at Home Depot make $11 an hour, and the electrical associates make $15 an hour.
So maybe what she was doing, maybe she making 15.
It kind of
the graphic design.
And so I can see that $11 an hour. That's still 15 cents below the state minimum wage.
God,
yeah, $11.15 is minimum wage, so they make a minimum wage.
Damn.
Count.
Good night. That's crazy, y'all. Damn. That is crazy.
We'll increase the minimum wage, but.
So what'd you find? Because I thought it was supposed to go up to 14 or 15. I thought it was supposed to have been there, actually. That's what I thought.
So as far as I'm seeing, it's California went up to $15 minimum wage this year.
Good night.
But other than that,
We got that article on that. I'm gonna have to go back over that again. It's either an article or newspaper that I had. That we brought that out. Let's get a couple more scriptures before we get out of here.
Kind of, sir.
Go to Proverbs 21:21. So that's your purpose in life. Hit that door, Woody.
Kind of, sir.
That is your purpose in life, is to keep the laws of God. Every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Don't be worried about nobody else. Don't be worried about no white people and Chinese people and African people. Don't worry about nobody else but your damn self. You understand? Only us, Israel, Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, only we are supposed to be keeping the laws of God. So let's start keeping them. You understand? And guess what? If we did, we could fix a lot of problems overnight. You know what I mean? We could fix a lot of things overnight. Divorce rate amongst our people need to be 0.
Right.
Or if you want to call it the breakup rate, because you know they say that they don't even know they married.
Kind of, sir.
They say divorce to them. So if you say you can't break up, the breakup rate would be 0.
Kind.
If we start following the laws of God.
Damn right.
The STD and the AIDS rate would be 0. You know, this is STD capital.
Okay.
For several years. You understand? The people of ours that's on crack and cocaine and heroin and pills and weed and meth, and then you're going to get that fentanyl and get that lace bag and you're going to die. It would be 0 junkies if our people would obey the Lord. Simple as that. You got the scripture out?
Kind of, sir.
Give it to me.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life.
Find it what?
Findeth life,
Keep going.
righteousness, and honor.
So if you following after righteousness, you understand? If you are keeping the laws, then guess what? You find life. But on the other hand of that, if you disobey, you find what? What you find? Come on.
It's like death.
You find death. You understand? Matter of fact, give me that scripture. I think the one that where it say you made a covenant with death.
Kind of, sir.
Let's see, where is it?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
You made what?
A covenant with death.
You don't understand. You using drugs, you smoking weed, you smoking crack, you made a covenant with death. You don't understand that you sleeping with whores and going to strip clubs and having bottle girls at all your events and pimping, got them out on the stroll, making your money. You made a covenant with death. Let me give you something else. Celebrating Christmas, celebrating your birthday, celebrating 4th of July, and Labor Day, and Martin Luther King Day. You done made a covenant with death. Go ahead,
Let me finish reading a part of it.
Go ahead, come on.
And with hell, we are in agreement.
And with hell, we are in agreement.
Okay.
You understand? Not the place that the Christian church lies and
Child of
stays on
God.
the ground. Hell is right here up on the earth.
Damn right.
Since we there, give me that scripture too. Give me it's in Ecclesiastes. What's that? 3.
Kind of.
Let me see. Where is it? I think 3 is 16. Ecclesiastes.
Kind of, sir.
16. Go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
Okay. Under the sun is the place of judgment. Where is the sun at? Where is the sun?
Right up in the sky, sir.
Way up in the sky.
Kind of the
So
sky,
what's
sir.
under the sun?
Earth, sir.
The earth.
Kind of the sky, sir.
The place of judgment, which is hell. You know, Christians love to tell somebody they're going to hell.
Kind of
They
sky.
love to tell people that. It's ridiculous. We're already in hell.
That's right.
Ain't no such thing as going to them. What could be worse than this?
Right.
What could be worse than this?
Like
all of our kids get molested.
Right.
8,000. What is it? 16,000 little girls missing a year.
Slakia, sir, 75.
75,000 missing.
Every 7 minutes, one goes. Count of kind, sir.
75,000 little girls missing her.
Count of kind.
Almost all of our fathers is on crack, and our mothers is on crack and hoeing on the streets, in jail, and all of that. What in the hell could be worse than this?
Right.
Our kids is sinners. Our brothers and sisters is sinners. What could be going down there might seem like a safe place.
Count of kind.
You understand?
Count of kind.
Going down there with the red man it just might not be too scary at all. Knowing that we got to live around these rednecks that'll kill you for, your tail light being out.
Count of kind.
For no apparent reason. Come on, man. You saw the place of judgment under the sun that's on the earth. Keep on.
That wickedness was there.
Wickedness was there. Keep on.
And the place of righteousness. That iniquity was there.
At the place of righteousness. Guess what? Iniquity is there too. It's all in the same place. That's basically what it's telling you. Wickedness and righteousness resides in the same place. You understand? It's not like what the church say is when you die, it's two places. It's one here, down below, and then you got one up high. And you got an elevator. You understand? That's going to either push the button, God going to say push up, or God going to say push down. You understand? That ain't how it works. Guess what? They both right here. You understand? Heaven and hell for us is right here. The Most High sit up in heaven. You understand? We ain't going to be up in heaven with the Lord. What in the hell make you think the Lord wants you next to him when you got pork on your breast? You understand? You gonna walk up to the Most High throne after you done just ate some damn shrimp scampi. Talking about Salakia, Lord, my Lord. You understand? Nah, not gonna happen. You done just smoked you a blunt and now you finna go be every drug dealer, every murderer, every junkie is in heaven with the Lord.
Count of kind.
Why in the hell do God want your murderous cousin up there with him? Talking about heaven and gained another angel. Stop it. Your cousin was a murderer.
Right.
Not no damn angel. You understand? So the place of judgment and the place of righteousness is in the same place. Right here where we at right here. Heaven and hell is living conditions for us. Not no literal place where you're going to go down or you're going to go up. You're going to go down if you've been bad. Like Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake if you want to give. That's all Christianity. You understand? If you turn around and keep the laws, then you'll be blessed right here. If you break the laws, then guess what? You'll get punished right here. Come on, boy, you have to.
I'm sorry.
All right, no sweat. Go to James 1:22, I think it's 25. We're going to wrap it up with this.
Count of kind, sir. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. But be ye doers of the word.
Be ye what?
Doers of the word.
Be ye doers of the word. The only somebody on the earth that is a doer of the word is the men and the women that you see up under Commanding General Yohanan and ISUPK.
Right.
I don't see nobody else doing the work. You understand? We don't just talk the talk, we actually walk the walk. We actually live the Bible. While everybody else is, living for the internet, Clubhouse, Facebook, we are doing the real work. Go ahead.
Count of kind. And not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
So if you just a hearer only, you deceiving your own self. I don't see how these brothers read these scriptures and don't see that Paul was out doing the work. Paul, what's the scripture? What's that? I think it Acts where it say it was not a light dispute when Paul was out in the streets teaching. It was a huge camp. You understand?
Con.
A huge camp out in the streets, and Paul was battling them Negroes, and it was massive. You understand? So this ain't no thing where we just sit on the computers, be on YouTube doing this. We actually do the work in the community. You understand? And you know what else is so sad? I got a brother at Clubhouse that's here in St. Louis. He hit me up. He been watching the ISPK for the longest. And you know that the brother he's going around to our camp spots. You understand? He hit me up and said, "Man, was y'all in the Central West End?" I said, "Yeah, we was." He said, "Oh, I saw y'all." I said, "Did you see us get that boot, kids?" He said, "Oh yeah, we got several of them over there in the Central West End when they go to camp." And then Clay, he goes to camp downtown too. Oh, so you just followed us around? You understand? You followed us around. I get it. But scared to get in the truth and do the real work. You understand? Come on, read.
Con. Verse 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. Mm-hmm. Verse 24.
So you gotta do this thing and hear. You gotta hear and do. You understand? It actually said that in Deuteronomy, to where it said, I'm about to paraphrase it, where it said, "Be diligent." You understand? To keep the commandment. You gotta hear it and you gotta do it. Keep going.
Con. Verse 24. For if he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. Mm-hmm. Verse 25.
So you gonna turn around. If you're the one that hear and don't do, you just sitting there looking at yourself in a mirror. That's like what you are. And then you'll turn around and actually forget what type of man you was by you just not gonna do nothing altogether. And then you're gonna forget all about the work, and you're just gonna go on and just do your thing and be in the world. Keep going.
Con. Verse 25. But whosoever looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not forgetful, being not a forgetful hearer, mm-hmm. but a doer of the work, mm-hmm. this man shall be blessed in his deed.
Okay, this man right here that hears and does, and he's not forgetful either. You understand? He ain't turn around and forget, oh man, I know I ain't supposed to be in a strip club. What am I thinking? You understand? No. You gonna turn around and know never to step foot in a strip club. Oh man, I forgot I ain't supposed to eat pork. Nah, you gonna know. I've been stopped eating pork once it came into the truth. You understand? Oh man, you can smoke a little weed. Oh damn, I forgot. Can't smoke no more. You understand? Now, what's the famous line? I don't do it all the time. That's a famous line. Oh, that gets on my nerves. You understand? That is so ridiculous. You ain't supposed to do it at all. Talking about something you don't do it all the time. Like you said, any and everything is a damn excuse with our people. So him, the Lord is going to bless. All right? And with that, if we got no more questions on the line.
Double check.
I know I ain't got nothing.
Last, right? Nah,
all right, with that, we're going to end the class. Shalom, Israel.